BS and Beer Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
I hate life. I hate everything. I hate it. I hate it all. I am your host, Dale. With me today, we've got Kyle.
Yeah.
And the dreaded
Champion. We are the champions. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt, my man. The champ is here. I pulled the shirt back out of the closet, Dale. It even smells like closet. I ain't washed it yet, man. Yeah. The champ is here. Champ is here. All right. You sounded like you're holding up like a hostage note for a minute there, Dale. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to make you feel so bad when I win like that.
I hate you, Tim.
Can you tell everybody what your shirt says, Dale?
It says I suck at fantasy football.
It's what color is it?
It's pink, yeah.
Pink.
It's unicorn on it,
Yeah.
everything like that.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Glitter.
They look out.
Look at
There you go.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice and wrinkled, just out of the closet, balled up, crap. Yes. That's it right there. That's it.
This is why this show is called Frenemies.
Yeah. So I'm wearing this shirt because Tim has yet again won the Little Rock Dynasty League.
Yes.
And everybody in the league needs to be held accountable because it's everybody else's fault.
It's not Dale's fault at all. Not at all Dale's fault.
No, look, I'm wearing a shirt, so yeah, I'm participating. There you go. I suck.
He's a great sport. All right. I can't wait till the day I get to wear this pink shirt. Or a different pink shirt. I'm not wearing that pink shirt. You better buy me a pink shirt like I bought him a pink shirt. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. We will look at the different leagues pretty soon here in the show. So let's get to some beer bets because we had some beer bets this last week. One beer bet we don't really understand. We
made it
with Mark Andrews. We're probably going to cancel that one because nobody understands what the bet was. So we did have an anytime touchdown bet for Jameson Williams, and that did not come true. So,
oh my God, is that?
Oh,
what
no
is
touchdown? But
is that a Patron bottle?
No.
Oh no, this is Bird Dog.
Oh,
This
the
is
candy
Bird
cane.
Dog. Candy cane, yes.
Yeah.
I will say with this game and this particular prop, I expected Jameson Williams to get a lone touchdown to convert into a touchdown. I'm sorry, a long pass to convert into a touchdown. That did not happen. He caught a long pass and got hurt and never came back into the game. So that's what happened with Jameson Williams. So I will take my shot.
That's a good pour there, Dale.
Yeah, it's good pour. It's good whiskey and everything. But so I was wrong about that. So we need little Craig here. Hold on. Gotta get little Craig in the building. we're drinking. So
there you
go.
Bottoms up, Duddy.
I feel like that one was too easy, Tim. Like I really kind of just like, yeah, no, I don't think so. He was so sure about it.
Hey, look, man, it's that Bird Dog candy cane, man. It does it for you, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
It's
okay. And the next beer bet we had was Baltimore winning by 12, and Baltimore blew out their opponent. So Kyle wins, and this was a 2-shot bet here. So
this is ugly. All right, look, for this special occasion, I went ahead, all right, and I bought the Bird Dog's cousin,
Yeah.
All right, we got the bird dog gingerbread. All right,
Gingerbread. Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
Look, I had to try a shot first before I did it on the show because I want to like be a little bitch and spit or something, you know. You
Tim,
know,
we
You
are
heard it. You heard
live.
it from Tim. Like if you spit, that's what he's calling you.
you
You
know.
heard it from Tim.
Oh, dude. All right, I got my shot glass. I got the little shot glass too, you know, because that's how it rolls around here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hey, but this gingerbread is pretty good, man. All right. You know that scene in Shrek where like the little short
Ogres are
little
like
short, like
onions.
the midget dude, the midget king dude has got like the gingerbreads. Patty missed the shirt. The little short dude, the king dude, he's got the gingerbreads like
Oh, his legs.
and he's like
Yeah.
running around on the little
Right.
thing with them and shit.
Right. Uh-huh.
This is, I imagine that if that dude ate his legs at that moment, that the shot is exactly what it tastes like.
What's up, Bree? What's up, Patty?
So the great thing about this shot is we're talking about drinks already, Patty. Well, we owe bets around here. All right, that's my first shot.
We're not bets right now, Patty.
Now the great thing about this shot is that it tastes like that. The first initial taste is that gingerbread, right?
Mm.
But the last taste is the icing.
Oh.
You know, that like melted icing that you taste.
Right.
That's the
interesting.
last of the taste. Yeah, I'll bring you some, Dale. Don't worry, I got you, buddy. Second shot going down. Here we are.
There we go.
Mm.
All right. Bets have been paid off. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
So Kyle, what you drinking today?
I still got that same bottle. This was my Christmas present.
Yeah.
I bought it like a couple days before Christmas. And
Yeah.
here it is. This is where I'm at right now. So,
Liquor is always a good gift to get another guy.
yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
We all got exes to drink over.
That's right. That's right.
Look, it's going to be an interesting show because I'm drinking
All right.
too much.
Tim's got both of the bird dolls, candy cane and gingerbread. That's good. And I am rolling with candy cane. So that's right.
Yeah.
It's a bird dog day, man. I'm telling you.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, Patty.
Yeah. Do it. Thank you, Patty. Thank you.
Play the shirt.
There he is.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That unicorn don't fumble the ball like Dell does.
My fault.
Dale, how are you the number one team on the season, regular season? And I'm limping into playoffs. And you didn't make it past the first round, Dale.
Yeah, my guys had a terrible first week of the playoffs. Terrible. So
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. No more excuses. You know.
There's Bree. I like it. Yeah. There's 3 of them because I won 3 championships in a row, Dale. You saw that?
Yeah. All right, let's get to some news because some people are still playing in week 18. Feel sorry for you people.
Please change that next time you guys got a meeting.
The next,
we have some leagues that it's tradition. Like I've had a league that's 12, 13 years old, and we have stuck with it because that's how we started it when we were rookies. We didn't know what we were doing. Yeah. And we just stuck with it. And we literally had somebody complaining, Carlos, if you're listening, you suck, man. Stop complaining. He's in the Super Bowl this year, and he wants to come out and he wants to say, why are we doing this week 18, man? My player, he's not playing. I'm like, Carlos. Oh, man, this is tradition.
I feel for you.
This is a decade, this is a dozen years in. We're not switching shit. So
I feel for you, man.
Well, did you see of quarterbacks that are not playing in week 18? There's like 8.
Yes.
Yep. We're gonna go through that. right
got the
now.
Shiner.
So, oh, Shiner.
Shiner Holiday Cheers, my beer today.
Okay,
So Patty's asking. Sorry.
good stuff. All right, let's talk. Well, maybe not so much injuries, but the truth of playing in Week 18. Because the truth is, some teams have their playoff schedule already decided, and so there's no reason for them to risk injury with their starters, and so they're sitting down players. So you just have to be aware of those guys who are sitting out and adjust and start somebody who is not sitting out. So, but let's start with the injury update. We got Christian Watson. He's practicing on Wednesday. Would have been nice to have him for the playoffs. That's one of my problems right there. Amari Cooper sidelined at practice Wednesday. He's been dealing with a heel issue, and so we'll see if he can make it back. And Trevor Lawrence limited at practice, and he missed this past game, so we'll see if he can make it back in. But out for Week 18 have been announced. Lamar Jackson will be sat down. Kyron Williams, Brock Purdy, and Matthew Stafford right now. These are the guys I'm aware of. And these are all starters, key contributors to your team. So if you're playing in Week 18, be aware that these guys will not play. And of course, we're going to have...
If you play in Week 18, you're the same people that stop at yield signs.
Yeah. That's not true. I do have a Super Bowl, so hey, okay.
Sorry, Kyle.
I'm running yellow lights everywhere. Okay, so leave me alone.
Yeah, yellow's close enough to green.
Yeah, I mean we have a 14 team league. And they did it 8 playoff teams, and I just saw from the beginning of the season, I'm like week 16, 17, 18. That's rough, but at the same time, gotta do what you gotta do. Coach is gonna coach.
Yep. So let's talk about returns. Returning to practice, well, sort of. His window has been opened, and that's Christian Kirk. He's going to be designated to return. So keep an eye on this guy. He was a major factor in the Jacksonville's passing game. So we'll see when he comes back to play again. Just keep an eye on him.
So I just looked up because I saw Adam Schefter's post earlier. The Week 18 quarterbacks playing. Confirmed Week 18 starting quarterbacks. I don't know what teams they're on because he doesn't say here. But Blaine Gabbert, Jeff Driscoll, Carson Wentz, Nick Mullins, Trevor Siemian, Easton Stick. I don't even know who this dude is at all.
That's Chargers guy.
All right. So, Tyrod Taylor, Sam Howell.
That's interesting. Just throwing that out there.
What?
Carson Wentz is going to start for the Rams. That's, I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Mason Rudolph and Jarrett Stidham. So, what's that like? 10. And I normally count faster, but I just had 2 shots.
Okay. Hey, it's fine. All right. Let's talk some defense. Kyle, you're up as soon as I can find this drop.
Bow. Bow. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Kyle's killer defense.
Bow.
Right, Kyle. Last week, the killer defense that you selected, Indianapolis, and Houston. And Indianapolis put up 1 point, and Houston gave us 21 points. So how about for a championship weekend, week 18, we go 2 for 2, Kyle.
Man, I hope you picked right last week because that's a 20-point difference. That's winning and losing right there.
Huge.
Man, Indianapolis sucks, apparently. This week, I hate to say it, but I feel like Tampa, being a diehard Saints fan and knowing like the inevitable, it's coming. We all see this. Tampa needs to win the division. I honestly, God, hope they get pounded for 30 points, and I'm super wrong on this. But they're probably, come out, shut the door on Bryce Young's rookie season, collect some fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and start them. I'm hoping and praying. They're in my prayers every night, going the opposite direction. I just don't see it. I wish that Bryce Young could come out with what he had against the Packers and do the same thing. Thank you. Patty's also commenting and saying, the same thing. We need Tampa to lose. I need Bryce Young to come out and play like a number 1 overall guy. Just don't see it. So there is Tampa. You can start Tampa. And the other one, man, like, why wouldn't you run it back with Houston? Like, after everything we saw last week, 3 points allowed, 6 sacks. They had a fumble and a touchdown. So, they got you 21 points. You made it this far. The game is a 1-point spread between Houston and Indy. It's only 1 point, so it's going to be a dogfight. They both need to win. Let's just roll with the hot hand, man. Let's roll with Houston. Take either the Bucks or the Texans, man. Hopefully the Texans, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Let's go, man. We're going to run it back with Houston and Tampa this week. This one got to count, Kyle. Got to make it count, baby.
Man, that's such a huge spread, like between Indy and Houston last week. I was pretty sure on Indy, and they came out, they had 2 sacks, didn't get any turnovers, and between them and Vegas, Vegas actually had 1 point themselves, which is just so weird, such a weird game. Yeah, and then Houston comes out, balls out, does their thing. So yeah, man, I hope if I gave you those 2 defenses, I hope you picked correctly, but is what it is.
There you go. All right. There you go. Everybody pick those defenses up for this week, and good luck to you. So, all right. Here we go. Tim, it's your time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
No.
It's time for Timmy's Tips.
Perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
All right, Tim, what you got for us this week, man?
Look, man, that picture makes me feel so much better now that belt means like it's on my chest. The belt is on my shoulder again. It's gonna come back. I don't have it right now, but then the picture, I got it on. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
I eat everything.
I wanted to take a minute. The Timmy's Tips section is a little bit lacking this week. All right.
Okay.
Because I wanted to take a minute. All right. I want to talk about Dale for a minute. My friend Dale. And this sad moment that he has right now, because I decided that Dale is no longer going to be my nemesis. Because I have to downgrade him. All right. Your nemesis is always giving you competition and always fighting, and you're always tooth and nail. You're gritting your teeth, you're trying to beat him. And Dale hasn't been doing that for me the last few years.
Man, this is great.
And I gotta call him. I put him on blast. He's my best buddy, one of my best buddies in the world, whole entire world. When I got problems, I call Dale. All right, because I love that guy. But in this world, I hate Dale. All right, so I'm putting him on blast, man. Dale, you got to pick your game up, brother. I need you, man. All right, don't be caught wearing that pink shirt next year.
Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff, Tim. I felt
Is that everything for this week, Tim?
I just got fired. Tim, you're fired. So, so I got this thing. So, this is one of those sly tactics that I play that Dale knows about ish. But since week 18 still continues the normal season, you can do some things right now. Some, like I call the gray zone, right? Some gray zone tactics, and you can start making moves now. You can decide your keepers. You should have already decided your keepers. If you were in the championship game or the week of the championship game, you should decide your keepers then, and then you should move pieces around that are out of free agency and pull guys out that you want to have. Because there are some guys in there that maybe you like that are better than some of your other guys. And and even if you don't keep them for like the long term, it is nice to grab them up and stash them for a few weeks or until your keepers until you have to do your keepers and till they're official. So these are the kind of things that I do, and Dale fucking hates it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready for the tweet now?
And here's the tweet. Yeah. Here's information we're giving.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, you didn't get the picture?
I did.
Oh,
you said,
okay.
You wanted the guy to have credit and everything.
Yeah. Whoever this Marvin Eloquin,
Eloquin.
That's
why I put his whole tweet. I put his whole tweet up.
His whole queef. He put his whole queef up.
Put his queef up.
Is that what you did?
Shout out to the queefers.
Kyle, this is what happens when you make us take shots at the beginning of the game of the show. Kyle beats us at all the things, It makes us take shots.
Yeah. So yeah, I got this and I got that. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good. Good. So anyway, the Marvin Eloquin, I can't stop laughing. so he charted the last the top 50 wide receivers, and okay. I don't know what HPPP half PPR and points per game in the fantasy playoffs. And he highlighted the rookies that we're looking for. All right, because when I'm looking at wide receivers, I really want next year for if you're doing redraft, and I don't really play a lot of redraft, but next year you want to grab those year 2, year 3 wide receivers. Mm-hmm. So these are the kind of charts you want to look at this year and you want to make notes for on your next year. And that's another thing too, is making notes. Get yourself a Google Doc. They're free. All right. I like free things. All right. And get yourself a Google Doc and start like making some notes for what you're going to do next year. What moves you're going to do, and include this stuff right here. All right. So 3 rookies had a great season, and that's Puka. We all know we know Puka's name. All right. But Jaden Reed. All right, and Rayshawn Rice. And now we're going to throw some dots on the graph, make it look cool.
Okay.
So what we really want here, what we're really kind of thinking about and focused on is if you look at we got our horizontal and vertical axis, everything that's like to the bottom left is like we want to start getting rid of those dudes.
Okay.
All right. That's kind of the way I look at it. Bottom, get rid of those guys. I got Rashad Bateman, so I'm going to try to move him this year. Now, the closer you get to the middle, which is like the Noah Brown, the Brandon Cooks, you might want to start thinking about that. Noah Brown, he's probably got some time frame in here to pick himself up and get going. And but we got Demario Douglas is a name here, rookie name that we're looking at, and he's kind of a hot name to think about here and there, but he's just not showing up on the low volume, low efficiency scale. And
because it's quarterback situation.
Yeah, Belichick is now known to not be able to develop quarterbacks. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got other guys on the list here, like Jameson Williams, right? We got Jamar Chase this year. Jamar Chase, he's kind of an outlier, I like to say, because because he's been injured, he's quarterback issues and all that stuff. So you got to think about some of the pieces that are here and why they're there.
Well, the most interesting name I saw there was Stephon Diggs in the quadrant.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's down here, and that's why he's always upset because he's a diva.
Yeah.
All right. He's a diva. He's always upset about something. But we really want to focus on, I like to focus on guys in the top half. All right. We want, I'm okay with some low volume guys like the Jordan Addison, the Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers a lot, and Dale probably does too. I like Waddell and Mike Evans and T. Higgins that are on here. Demarcus Robinson, not so much because he's just like a flavor of the month kind of guy. He's going to be back down next year. Nico Collins, DK. There's some guys I like in here, but we really want to focus on is the elite volume and efficiency, which is our top right. So, and we're looking at guys like George Pickens. He's kind of good piece to go for in the offseason this year. All right. One of my number ones because I got this friend of mine that's in all the fantasy leagues I'm in almost, and he always goes after the guys that I want to go get. And his name's Dale. All right.
Dale doesn't trade very often. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So like I've been wanting a piece of Green Bay's offense for a long time now, and Dale's always like picking them up and shit just to piss me off.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I drafted Christian Watson. Yeah.
Yeah. You drafted Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I told you before the draft, I was like, I'm going to get him and just like hold on to him. And you
yeah. I agree. I did that for sure.
Yeah. See, that's why you don't tell some of your best boys the girl you like.
I agree. Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Because maybe they'll come up and embarrass you, on purpose. So yeah, but Jaden Reed, I want to go after Jaden Reed this year, and I'm saying that, but he's on my list. I already have Amon-Ra, and some of these other guys. Terry McLaurin would be a cheap prospect to go after, and also Chris Godwin. So when you get this, when you see this kind of data, like take a minute and look at it and see and think about why it's here, what's going on. Our other quadrant is the bottom right, the high volume, low efficiency.
Okay.
All right, and the one that you're going to be like thinking is Tyreek Hill. He's way over here. High volume, low efficicy, and that's just because that's just the offense that he's in. And then same thing with Devontae Adams. You got your boy Justin Jefferson up there, and Calvin Ridley, but Zay Jones, and some of these guys that I'm going to kind of dodge is really the Garrett Wilson, Tyler Lockett kind of zone right in there. Zay Jones, I'm kind of dodging that area right in there. So, but anyway, I wanted to have this. I want to give my whole Dell conversation real quick, and then I wanted to have this information out and some stuff I thought was very valuable. I like wide receivers, and my team in Dynasty, 20% of my points roughly typically come from my wide receivers. So it's a very important position in my opinion. So.
Yep. I definitely agree. That's how you want to build your teams with those wide receivers. So yep. All right. That's good data to have. Let's move along and we will talk about the results of the fantasy leagues. And this week, our featured player is CeeDee Lamb, who totally went off last week.
All right.
So we're starting off with the STWF League. And in this league, we placed third.
But Kyle did that.
Yeah, Kyle.
Kyle.
I mean, it was a tough one in the semifinals. We were pretty close. Just between it was Puka going off, George Pickens, like you're just talking about, those guys. Man, I was down like 60, 70 points before before Sunday even hit. So always rough. But yeah, third place, we'll take it. It's a good start.
All right. So, yep, good job there, Kyle. And this is the Little Rock Dynasty League.
Yeah.
We see Tim went over Fred here in this.
Hey, we got
number 5 versus number 7 if you look at it. So
yeah, honestly, Fred took over a team that was a losing team like 2 years ago, I think it was. Is that right? 3 maybe. And he's turned that team around now, and he took second place this year.
There it is.
I think we should point out that the top scoring team throughout the playoffs was Tim in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So good job, Tim. Like, wow.
Hey, it's that strength of the schedule. I know, we get on there.
It is. Damn.
I'm dead serious. Like, when you make the playoffs, it's a checkbox. Did you make the playoffs? Yes. Where you make the playoffs at does not matter. It doesn't matter. Be prepared and have your team ready. Make a couple of trades here, there, whatever. Get that strength of schedule the last 3 weeks of the playoffs. And I know I'm rambling on tonight. Sorry, but like I usually pick. I want a team that's going to win the first 4 games, and then I want to have a really strong strength of schedule in week 15, 16, 17.
Okay,
it's the most important.
And this is the BS and Beer Dynasty League. We saw it was Gayson Taysom, right?
Yeah,
he changed his name.
He changed.
Yep.
So yeah, he beat multiple scoregasms, and he is the champion of that league.
So
I did not like the fact that the championship game had crappy scoring.
It did.
Like nothing. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
That's what I hated about this one. Yeah,
barely broke 100. In this league, like every game should break 170. If you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Now I want to throw the thing out there to our listeners. All right, and this is the Tim Kyle debate right here. Right? Do you guys call it? We had this little debate on one of our group texts, right? Do you guys call it the Super Bowl, the last game of fantasy football, or do you call it the championship game? Because I call it the championship game.
Yeah.
But Kyle calls it the Super Bowl, and Joey won this. He won in this league, and that's why he changed his team name to "It's the Super Bowl." Tim.
So that's great. That's great. Yeah, I think I figured it out. It's the NFL fantasy app. That's what it is. That's where I started like 13, 14 years ago. We use the NFL fantasy app, and NFL has the fantasy Super Bowl. Both NFL fantasy leagues I'm in. It specifically says the Super Bowl, so that was my beginnings, man. That's where I come from. Okay, that's my roots.
Yeah, hey, it's cool. It's cool. It's fun to have those debates, though.
We started on Yahoo, and Yahoo is definitely the championship league.
Yahoo
game. I mean,
that's where I met Dale.
Yahoo just says first place game.
Oh.
So it's like
even more dull. It's like, did I tell you about me first time meeting Dale?
Yes.
No, let's hear it.
So look, this is the most racist things I'm gonna say. So me and Dale, we all worked together, but we were in separate locations in Little Rock. And we were in fantasy football together. And me and Dale kind of kicked it off, and we had this Yahoo chat that we'd always talk in. And we're kicking it off, and we had a mutual friend. Her name's Ann. All right. And Andrea is she's definitely like that dominant woman. She's like a top tier basketball player, college and all that shit.
Oh, cool.
And so I came over and I was like, hey, Ann, me and Dale, we talk a lot, we kind of kicking it off. We're cool. And I was like, oh, Ann, is Dale black or white? you know, and was like, without making a damn face, nothing. She's just working. She's like, she goes, well, Dale's white, but his wife is black. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm down. I don't mind. And so, like, for 2 fucking years, man, I was at this other location with Ann and Marvin and all these other people. And then we all go to the same location, right? And I'm walking around the first day or two and I'm going, hey, where's Dale at? And they were like, yeah. They're like, oh yeah, Dale, like, yeah, Dale, I want to meet Dale, and I was excited as shit. I was like, man, I'm going to meet Dale. And they were like, he had his back facing everybody else. And he's kind of in the corner of the room, and his big ass room with like 40 or 50 people. And they pointed over there and said, hey, that's him over there. That's Dale. And I said, I think that's the wrong guy. I think that's the wrong dude. So does he love LSU? And they're like, yeah, he does. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like that might be the wrong guy, So I've got it on good authority because Ann knew Dale from college or something, or their last job. And I got a good authority that's not the right Dale. And so this is where their intern jokes came from, because I was an intern back then, and Andrea played that shit on me because so for like years I thought Dale was the wrong dude. Oh man, here you are, best buddies now. Look at there, here you go, buddy. All right, yeah, love you to death, brother.
Oh man, all right, and let's look at the BS and Beer Redraft League. This is the one that the intern set up, and we have a Week 18 matchup where my team is facing Nate the Great, and I am currently in the lead by about 40 points. Let's just a little under 40 points, put it that way.
What?
Yep.
I need to pay more attention to this. If you're winning like this, I need to pay attention.
Okay.
I mean, I was winning all season. I was that number 1 team that lost in the first round. I lost to Nate the Great.
Yeah.
Dude. And when Nate pays attention, he's deadly, bro.
Yep. Okay. So that's the results of those leagues. And now let's get to the pick'em.
Well, we got a bet we could do too. We can do some best bets. What you think?
Yes, that's what we need to do. We need to go to the best bets.
Yeah,
got one locked and loaded.
The best bets are next. So let's roll that here. Where are my best bets? Oh,
the intern.
I'm sorry. Yep. I remember now. Okay, best bets. Last week we bet the Jets at the Cleveland Browns. We had Cleveland money line under 34.5 total. Njoku over 48.5 receiving yards. Njoku anytime touchdown for Jerome Ford. Cleveland over 19.5 total. And this bet busted. What part didn't come true, Kyle?
You see that under 34.5?
Yes.
That was almost gone by halftime. I swear to God.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And Njoku starts going off like immediately. First drive, he's getting catches, getting yards. Never ended up getting a touchdown. So that was the only 2 that didn't hit, was just that under, which it was way, way over that. And then Njoku didn't get a touchdown. Jerome Ford went off. He had 2 touchdowns, and then Cleveland covered 19.5, in the first quarter or whatever. So crazy game. Wild stuff. It was fun to watch, though.
Yeah. It was a fun game for sure. So that one busted. Let's hope that we have a better bet this week, Kyle. And we're looking at Houston at Indianapolis. We have the Houston money line CJ Stroud over 257.5 passing yards. Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Nico Collins over 70.5 receiving yards and an anytime touchdown. And Houston over 23.5 total points. $10 wins $105. So, what part of this bet concerns you, Kyle?
Well, I think in the beginning we're talking about this bet, and I'm all in on Houston. I'm starting my Houston bet, and Dale, you go. So let's go the Colts. Let's go. I'm like, wait, hold on. So that's red flag right off the bat. Like we don't even have the winner down, so that's not good. I don't know. I really do feel like Houston's the better team.
Okay.
Indy, like I was so confident in them playing Vegas last week, and they just totally let me down. They played like crap. Didn't really like bring the same game that we're used to that I thought would show up. I feel like CJ Stroud coming back, like he had last week and he's got this week. So 258 is what he needs. I feel like that's pretty safe. He'd have to have 2 touchdowns. And then we were talking about how his options are kind of limited. Nico Collins is really kind of his go-to guy. Like he doesn't really have, Noah Brown's banged up, Robert Woods banged up. So Nico Collins is kind of like it's between him and Schultz. Really, it's kind of like his show. So I'm thinking those two kind of connect. 70.5 is really not too high. Anytime touchdown, 24 points. I'm feeling it. I think the one thing that is the most concerning is definitely Houston winning the game. Honestly, I feel like CJ Stroud could have 2 touchdowns, 258 yards. Nico Collins could do his thing. They could score 24, but they still might lose the game. I feel like their defense is playing well enough to win, though. So I really see Houston. It's a Saturday night game.
Yeah.
Kind of like the winner has a chance to win the division depending on what happens in Jacksonville. So it's like a huge game, and it's 1 point, 1 point spread. Could go either way, but I'm feeling Houston for sure.
Okay. All right. Place your bets. Kyle's gonna win you some money here. Okay. So check it out. So now let's get to picking some games here. And there we go. And let's start off with our good old intro.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
All right. We are picking games, and of course, we want to take a quick look at our pick'em. Where Mr. Chow is tied with Rob 22278 at the top, followed by Rammer Jammer and Kyle. Let's see. We got my guy the Queefers here at number 6, and followed by B Train.
Who's that next?
Once again. Law in the Matrix, because Tim
is beating down.
Is that number 8? Beat me by 2 points, followed by Tomas. Me and Tomas actually tied at 102 here. And once again, things are right with the world because Dave underneath me. That's where he belongs.
There he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cali Cajun, our good friend Craig.
So bad. Very bad.
There at the bottom. Good job, Craig. That's where
he's spitting at the bottom. Yeah.
All right. So now we got to get Tim back where he belongs.
Hey,
be right. So
the universe is working right because I really am just like picking. I'm just like randomly picking shit.
Yeah, well, I just pick a bunch of games before we actually do the show, and that's how I pick my pick 'em. So there you go. You guys remind me in the middle of the show, and I just randomly pick shit, and then fucking I beat Dale. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle, for helping me out.
All right, we're starting off with Seattle, 2.5 point road favorite at Arizona. The total is 48 points. So let's start off with the Seattle side here. Kyle, Geno Smith, QB9. He passed for 290 yards and a touchdown. Did have a crucial fumble on a sack late that wrapped up the game for Pittsburgh. We'll see if he can finish strong this week, despite that bad finish. Kent Murray, RB6. He ran for 53 yards and a touchdown. He also caught 3 passes for 22 yards. So talk to me about the Seattle side of things. I know this is a team that is going to play their starter. They're going to play to win. So what do you expect to see from that offense, Kyle?
Oh, man, it was great to see him lose last week. Really kind of hoping, like, as a Saints fan, we're all sitting here like, oh, we could still make the wild card. We just need the Seahawks and the other team, Packers, lose. So that could totally happen. So I'm like a huge Cardinals fan this week. Walker looked a lot better. It's like he was running the ball well in the first half, and then something happened in Pittsburgh, figured out what the hell's going on, and they just shut him down the second.
Yeah.
Like, he had his touchdown in the first drive or two. It was right off the bat. He did have 3 targets. So I'm liking how they're still trying to feed him the ball in the backfield, through the air. But I don't know what happened to just absolutely stop the running game. That's kind of where the tide flipped, and in Pittsburgh, came through and came for the dub, because you can't run the ball, you're not going to win the game. So not sure what the hell happened. I hope Arizona can do the same thing. They played pretty well last week against the Eagles. So
can't believe that crap, bro.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness they're playing well right now when we need them to play well. So,
Yeah. Could not believe the fact that Arizona just started putting on Philadelphia last week was crazy. So yeah, let's talk about Arizona, Tim. Kyler Murray, man, he did get a vote of confidence from his head coach that he will be the starting quarterback next season. So everybody who owns him in Dynasty, you definitely want to hold on to him.
You're going to say that no matter what.
Not necessarily.
That's a good point, actually.
Even if you want to trade that guy away next year, you're like, I'm going to say he's great. Why would I say he's great value?
Yeah, I got you.
He's like 5'7". He can't even see over people. He's Timmy Hyde.
Yeah, but listen, he did his thing last week. He passed for 232 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had 1 interception and led his team to victory over the Eagles. I'm pretty sure most of us didn't pick that game right.
But that's because his Xbox controller was dead because he wasn't playing no Call of Duty. He's known to be a Call of Duty guy. All right.
So, look, one thing you can say about Kyler Murray is he got the ball to Trey McBride, who is the tight end 1 this week. He caught 6 passes for 48 yards. And this was something that we were hoping to see when Ertz was still here, right? So Ertz is now gone, and now McBride is definitely getting those looks.
So you're definitely right on that part too. I'm excited about Trey McBride, but and Kyler Murray, the whole connection there, and that really started happening when Hopkins was gone.
Yeah,
as soon as Hopkins left, this thing started kicking off, and so, but Greg Dortch is always kind of out there. All right, and I see that he got 7 of 7 for 82 yards.
Yeah,
and it's kind of a joke name to say out there, but he's kind of one of those underliers that you need to kind of keep the name in the hat. Greg Dortch. See what happens with this. But yeah, I'm I'm excited to see what happens here, and I hope some Kyler Murray things happen because I own him in the BS and Beer League, and I own Trey McBride in the Little Rock League. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely Trey McBride, man. We knew it was a good fantasy piece to hold on to in Dynasty. But you just had to be patient. So that was the big thing. So yeah. All right. Let's pick this game. It's a divisional game. Seattle is at Arizona, and Seattle is a 2.5-point road favorite. Kyle, who you got?
I want Arizona. I need Arizona. Saints need Arizona. I don't know if it's going to happen. I really don't. That 2.5 is kind of helpful. So there's that. But at the same time, I think Seattle they're better. They need it. Give me Seattle on the road.
Okay.
So the slideshow is -3 though.
Yeah.
That's so that BP is that. What is that again? That's
it's Betting Pros.
Oh, Betting Pros. There you go.
Yeah, just to get a consensus.
Yeah,
and that's what you
got.
got.
DraftKings has 2.5. Betting Pros has 3. So
yeah.
All right. So you going -3 Seattle?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh. What do you got, Dale?
Yeah, I'm picking Seattle.
Shut up.
Yeah.
The Saints need them to lose, so obviously they win by 10.
I've been a Saints fan, and this is what happens.
Dude, all right. Well, I was going to take Arizona +3.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate to break the family thing. Maybe y'all are trying to break your
I mean,
mojo got right now. I understand that. That's cool. You can break the mojo. I was going to take Arizona +3, man.
All right.
We know how it works, man.
That's right.
That's all right.
But been doing this a long time.
Look, but we still gotta take a drink though together.
Why?
Because I asked.
No.
I was nice. I was being nice to you, Dale. I was trying to
No. Let's move along here. Buffalo is at Miami. Buffalo is a 3-point road favorite. The total is 49.5. Let's start on the Miami side here, Kyle. Tua is the QB7. He passed for 237 yards, 2 touchdowns, but also had 2 interceptions. Mostert was ruled out last week. He does have a chance to play this week, but if he doesn't play, what do you think about Devon Achane?
I mean, look what he did last week, man. 107 on 14 carries. He caught 4 or 5 targets, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess some of that might have been towards the end of the game, trying to play catch up. It was they lost by 37 points. So I get that. But at the same time, like the production was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. So really it kind of like was some of that magic he had, earlier in the season. With Mostert being out, like that's definitely something I would like to see, just pound him and see what he can do. It might actually help though if they do have Mostert back. I always feel like it's better sometimes to still have 2 available backs that are consistent. They have, I guess Wilson would be the other back that they'd be using.
That's what I was afraid of. Jeff Wilson coming in and taking work.
Yeah. I don't know. I just you think the yardage and goal line sets would be, you got to give them to your better back. So hence why Mostert has so many touchdowns this season, because they think he's the better back over Achane. Yeah, man, I do have to give a quick shout out to Tua. Me and Tim were back and forth. I was like, Tim, what do I do?
Oh,
what do I do? The Super Bowl I won.
Yeah.
Tagovailoa, Super Bowl winning quarterback. It was a difference of like less than a point between him and Carr, and then Geno actually beat Tua by like 2/2 of a point. So really, it was it was good that I left him in. I ended up winning by like 35, so not a big deal. But at the same time, like shout out to Tua, got me to the Super Bowl. And then you were there, got me a solid. It was like a 16-point game, so I'll take it.
There we go.
Yep,
I like it.
All right, Tim. Let's talk about Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Josh Allen, QB2.
Hey, you know what we got to say though about Buffalo? You heard about their playoff chances?
Yeah.
if they win this game, they're the number 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose this game, then like a whole bunch of other, like a laundry list of crap. And I hate laundry. I really hate laundry. All right. A laundry list of crap has to happen for them to make the playoffs. This is so crazy.
Oh, wow.
We should have had the 2 seed or the 8 seed. Yep.
We should have a slide on that. We should have a slide. Where's the intern at? We need to fire that dude.
I know.
His name's probably Timothy. The intern is Timothy. So,
yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did have some struggles, like we mentioned early on. Stephon Diggs, wide receiver 15, he caught 4 balls for 26 yards. So. You're starting him, man. He's putting up 26 yards, like,
dude,
it's bad stuff. Yeah,
this looks like the beginning of the end, just like it was in Minnesota to me with Diggs. I think Buffalo's probably going to end up grabbing somebody, and I think it might end up being Gabe Davis in the long run, because he's been kind of having some bright spots since that Super Bowl last. What was it? Last year? Year before last?
Well, no, they didn't go to Super Bowl.
It was a division game. Game.
Yep.
And Gabe Davis was like rocking it. But
yeah, I've been hearing like Big Game Gabe Davis as one of his nicknames. So
yeah. Yeah. And Buffalo they've been struggling with their offensive coordinator and other issues too. So I like Buffalo a lot. They've been coming back since like the 90s, but yeah, I'm not too hip on this game here. I think Mike McDaniels is just like an awesome ass coach. He picked up his wife in a strip club.
Oh, really?
You hear that?
No, I didn't miss that story.
You missed. And the story goes that like when he was like what was he? He was a coach at a college.
Yeah.
At a college.
I thought it was a nightclub, and he like said something. It was like, "Hey, if you don't talk to that girl or something, or I'm gonna get her number." And it was such a weird thing. Like
he was like one of them.
He's a weird guy.
He was the running backs coach. He was like some kind of running back coach or something. Okay. And one of the running backs was like dancing with some chick, and he said, "If you continue dancing with her, you won't ever play another snap."
That's true. That is the story. Yeah.
And the story is so big that he even addressed it in a press conference this week. All right, and he goes, look, guys, you guys are making me out to sound like a douchebag or something. It wasn't like that big of a deal. He understood that I was joking.
Okay.
Hey, I mean, it's cool. Do you think, dude?
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. He's got a woman, and Dell and I don't. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pick this game. Buffalo at Miami. Buffalo is a 3-point road favorite. Tim, who you got?
Oh man, dude. I like Buffalo a lot, and I just don't think they're gonna win by 3 points, man.
Okay.
I'm going Miami +3, dude, because man, the man is pimp enough to pick up his wife at a strip club or whatever club he's at. You know, I'll take my McDaniels.
Okay. Kyle, who you got?
Got 3 points, man. I do think Buffalo will win, but I think they will win by 1 or 2 points. So, yeah, give me Miami +3 to cover that. Yep.
Okay. And I am also taking Miami +3. So,
whoa, Dale, get that bird dog. Get the bird dog, Dale.
I guess we're gonna be drinking now.
Oh,
let's go.
We'll take like half a shot because like you done been. I'm celebrating my win.
All right, in the big game of the week, Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans is a 3-point favorite. The total for this game is 42. Let's talk about the stupid Atlanta Falcons. Tim, like, it would be perfect if you were an Atlanta Falcons fan because I could just hate you and it'll be all natural because you like the Falcons. It's real natural.
I don't like them natural. I like them fake, Dale. I don't like them all natural. They should be like, it's okay. Natural's okay, but like, the best ones are the faker ones.
Perky over natural. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. I'm sure she's got something to bitch about me too, so it's cool.
All right, let's talk Atlanta.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson, he's the running back 5. He rushed for 75 yards on 15 carries, also caught 3 passes for 11 yards. But we've seen Tyler Algier get into the game, hit a long run, and hit a touchdown.
Yeah.
And if you're playing fantasy and you got Bijan Robinson in your lineup and Tyler Robinson hits for a touchdown, I mean, Tyler Algier hits for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Then,
I
mean, what are you thinking as a fantasy owner here?
Look, I'm in this situation.
Yeah.
I dropped Algier last year. You know this too.
Right.
After they drafted Bijan Robinson,
which seemed like the logical thing to do.
Whoa, are you agreeing with what they did? Are you just
I'm saying dropping Algier seemed like the logical thing to do.
Oh, yeah. But it was not logical to draft Bijan Robinson after you already had Algier on your roster.
After you already had the best running game in the league, yes.
In the league. This is why Atlanta, I like Atlanta for you guys. I like Atlanta being in your league, in your division, because like they make stupid ass decisions like this all the damn time.
Right.
You can make fun of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They're Larry Cole and Mo. Whatever those guys, I can't say the name right now.
Mo and Curly and
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. The 3 of them guys, So that's who Atlanta is. So yeah. I'm more frustrated with them than you guys are. Don't worry. So
no, the fantasy community as a whole is frustrated with Atlanta. We want that coach fired right now.
That ain't gonna help.
Have some fantasy production from players like Kyle Pitts, who only had 1 reception for 5 yards this last game.
You only drafted Pitts because I wanted Pitts, Dale. Tell everybody.
I didn't draft him. He got traded to me. And I'm holding him forever, despite you.
And that's why you wear the pink shirt and I wear the blue one.
So
yeah. So, but I look, man. I think New Orleans. I'm supposed to be. We're not picking yet. Right? I'm supposed to be just Atlanta. Talking up Atlanta. They suck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not on.
Thank you.
I'm not on the boat. I'm not on the boat.
Thank you.
I'm telling you how I feel. Go ahead, Dale.
All right. Let's talk New Orleans, Kyle. Derek Carr, QB 14. We saw him pass for 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he's been finding Jawan Johnson this last game, who caught 8 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. This was what we were expecting to see with Jawan Johnson the entire year. All of a sudden it happens. Talk to me, Kyle.
12 targets. Are you kidding? 12 targets?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, did y'all see the circus catch he's making too? Like, it was like, it's so frustrating. I'm happy we won the game. It's great. I love beating Tampa in Tampa. Fantastic. Good for us. But man, there's nothing more frustrating than seeing someone who's had the potential and the ability all season long. I know he's been injured. He's been battling through some stuff. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's just, finally truly healthy. Him and Derek Carr are on the same page, but yeah, like how frustrating is it that we have this wonderful tight end, to go along with all the other weapons that we have. And, we don't find that out until week 17. It's just baffling to me.
Yep. One of the other baffling things is the running game. We saw AK get 45 yards last week, but he exited the game with the ankle injury. And also with the running game, we have seen nothing from Taysom Hill. No. So what can we expect to see from this running game now?
I don't know. I thought Jamal Williams played pretty well.
Definitely his best game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he got the opportunities, got a chance to really get some, true volume. And I think he can do well. I think really Jamal Williams is a good enough back to, to actually carry the run game, to have a good, running performance. It's tough, between the O-line being so beat up all season, per usual, just being a Saints fan, that's just how it works. The O-line is going to be beat to shit the whole season long. But, I really think Jamal Williams can kind of carry it and get us an actual, strong rushing performance against Atlanta. I'm not sure they're too great against the run. So really we can. It's just if we didn't have AK, that would really, really hurt. But I expect good things from Jamal.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pick this game. We have Atlanta coming to New Orleans. New Orleans is a 3-point favorite. I am picking the Saints because I cannot pick the Falcons because they suck. So don't let me down, please, Saints. Kyle, who you got?
Yep, I got the Saints. I got them to cover that 3 points, that 42 total. I'm taking the over. I'm thinking something like a 27-20 type game. So,
yeah.
Okay. Tim, who you got?
Dude, I got the Saints -3.
What? All right.
I know.
Everybody get your glasses up and drink it. That's right, baby.
Ooh.
The Saints will win.
Kyle, you been drinking your drink out of a straw the whole time?
It's got ginger ale. I did Crown Apple with ginger ale. I didn't have Sprite this time, so
all right.
Yeah, and I actually just finished it too, so that good timing.
There you go.
There we go, man. All right, so that is week 18, and I would like to maybe set up a best of the award show kind of thing next week.
I'm the best fantasy manager.
Shut up.
We're kind of thinking the players, Tim.
Oh, the players, our favorite players.
Yeah, please think of guys who are, the most unexpected guy, unexpected rookie or whatever, and maybe the bust of the year, a guy you were counting on who just busted or something,
Hey, we gotta have a Patty's pick.
Okay.
Is Patty still here? Is she here?
Patty's always there.
We gotta have somebody one of the fans pick one or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Pick one of the fans. We'll have them pick one too.
Yeah, there we go. The fans pick of the week of the year. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and then the next show, we'll do all the people that piss us off, all the worst ones.
Yeah, we could do both. We could do awards and what are we gonna give them? Middle fingers for everyone else.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, I'm ready to complain. You know me.
We'll give them broken clocks because nobody got time for that.
There we go. Okay. Well, you guys got anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Oh man, I'm just praying, hoping and praying. Arizona needs to come through, and Tim, I'm so sorry, man, but Chicago needs to come through as well. I don't have a whole lot of faith in Bryce Young and Carolina helping us out there. So really, I'm expecting the help to come from Arizona and Chicago. So
I'm sorry, Chicago's not going to win.
I mean, yeah, that's probably pretty likely. But at the same time, I mean, they've been playing well, playing their best football at the best time. They're a 7-9 team right now. So
hey, real quick on the same lines here, Kyle. So in my championship game, I had Lamar Jackson for my quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And so with him being sat down this week, I needed to pick up another quarterback. And you know who was out there, Kyle?
Huntley.
Justin Fields.
Oh, you didn't see that coming, Tim? Come on. He's playing against your team. It's just like just so perfect. It's poetic at this point.
It's even more poetic and more nice and more fascinating because Dale's wearing pink when he says all that shit right there. That just shows you, that it extrudes from him, and so.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Well, I am starting Justin Fields this week, and we will see how this works out.
You better call me and get some more advice.
That's gonna be it, man.
Call me.
All right, that's gonna wrap up the show for this week. We appreciate everybody chiming in, all the comments, and we appreciate all of our fans and listeners out there. And
all you guys.
I've got one last thing to say to you guys.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
And we out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BS Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.